Good morning, everyone. This is the Doctor. It's a beautiful Saturday morning out here in the Pacific Northwest. The sun is out just a little bit. I actually woke up before 12 p.m. for once, and we are going to go ahead and check out everything that's going to be coming over the next couple of weeks with Warrior of Light and what you should be preparing for. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's hop into this. The first thing we're going to get is we are going to get a new bingo board, I guess you would call it. You know, I can never remember what to call this thing. But I'm just going to go with bingo board. It's going to have some pretty good items on here. I'm surprised we're not actually seeing any type of shards on it, because usually we get some type of shards. So there's no Warrior of Light shards associated with it. We are going to get 20 skip tickets. We are going to get 5 large NRGs. We're going to get 20 Magicites. Overall, it's pretty underwhelming. It is a free 700 Visior though, so you do have that to look forward to, and it is going to be quite easy to complete. We're also going to be getting a special Chocobo expedition, and this is something that people have talked about for a little while now. I've mentioned in the past that you want to save your Chocobo expedition tickets for this, and if you were paying attention last week, we did, as one of our rewards, got 25-hour Chocobo expedition tickets. So the Chocobo expedition special area is going to drop red Magicites. It's going to drop light element awakening materials, and you'll notice it's also going to drop Warrior of Light shards and the Warrior of Light armor recipe and the tokens. It's also going to drop eggs, which is interesting. So overall, it's a little bit of a different system. I'm not sure what the drop rates are going to be yet. It'll be interesting to see if it's worth it to purchase the 10-hour expedition tickets and the 5-hour expedition tickets so that you can take full advantage of this Chocobo expedition. Not 100% sure yet on if it is going to be worth it, but it'll definitely be something to check out. Do keep in mind you can only use 5 Chocobo tickets per day, so of course you want to use the higher level ones first before you're using the lower level ones. And don't forget to set your bonus unit. We're also getting a hard quest for Warrior of Light, which is going to give us 50 Warrior of Light shards. So that's going to just kind of park that in your mind right now, because we're going to do a bit of math on the next slide here. We're also going to get a paid Visior, or not a paid Visior, but a Visior usage campaign, which will be worth 70 Warrior of Light shards. And then, of course, we're going to get the Warrior of Light shop. And it's interesting here that it's highlighting Warmech card shards, even though Warmech came out the first week after Warrior of Light came out. So I don't know if these are going to be an add-on, but you can get your standard 120 Warrior of Light shards here. And then I don't know what the Warrior of Light pack is. It's 2,000 paid Visior with a trade limit of 3. I'm guessing it's related to awakening materials of some type, but there was no information I could find on what this Warrior of Light pack is. I'm hoping it could potentially be additional shards. I'm thinking though that since there was no information on it, it's potentially just a pack with maybe, you know, awakening materials that we're going to need for him or something along those lines. If you guys do know what is in the Warrior of Light pack, that would be great to drop it down in the chat section down below. That would be absolutely fantastic. A lot of people are going to be doing the math right now, and so we'll go ahead and do it here together for you. So that's 120 Warrior of Light shards from the shop. You get 70 from the Consume Visior campaign. So that's 120 plus 70 is 190. You get 50 from the hard quest. So that's going to be 240. Is that correct? And then you get whatever you get from the Chocobo expedition, and then you also get, I believe it's 5 or 10, maybe it's 15 from the level 40 quest. So even if you get nothing from the Chocobo expedition, you're going to need about 350 probably Warrior of Light shards to be purchased. So if you do the math at 500 Visior per 10 shards from the shop, and you need 350, that's 35 times 500, you're gonna need about 17.5k Visior once you pull him, in addition to everything else that you have in order to max out his shards. And of course we get that little mole notification because we get a follow right in the middle of this. One of these days I will actually remember to turn that off. Keep in mind though, if you are spending 50,000 Visior, I think you'll probably be fine getting Warrior of Light. And keep in mind that does include 20 shards from spending 50,000 Visior. So if you're not spending 50,000 Visior, you are going to have to accommodate for that. Taking a look at the token shop that's going to be coming out, some interesting things. JP actually got large Magicites times 50 of each element, everyone. So that is huge. I think everyone here loves free Magicite. You're also going to get Adamantite, which you probably will not need to buy because it's actually farmable from the EX mission. Blissful Hearts, which I know everybody is desperate to get, myself included. And we're going to get the Warrior of Light recipes, which will probably be farming those and not actually purchasing those. For those that don't know, the Warrior of Light armor is going to be coming with this campaign, and I'll talk about that here on the next page. The Warrior of Light armor comes from the EX quest, but it also comes from the Warmech raid the week after. So let's talk about the Warrior of Light armor. It comes from the EX quest. You can get the materials to upgrade the Warrior of Light armor from the EX quest as well. So I'm not sure what the drop rates are going to be like yet. However, if the Blissful Heart rate drop rate is good, if armor book drop rates are good, this could be one of the best farming events that we've seen in global, since so many people need Blissful Hearts and so many people need those armor books, particularly after the Platinum Robe raid farming event. So this could potentially be a huge farm for everyone in global. Some important notes on the Warrior of Light armor. It is very similar to Golden armor if you guys have seen my other video. It's kind of like a Golden armor with a little bit of spirit and magic resistance instead. Defense 15, Spirit 6, or you can go the Spirit build for Defense 7, Spirit 12. Very powerful. The magic resistance plus 8% is going to be even more relevant later on when we start getting units like Keelfey into the meta, which will be coming 2 weeks after Warrior of Light is released. So this is really going to be a good piece of armor, and if you can farm multiple pieces of it, I think having a defense and a spirit set is going to be really good, particularly for those of you that don't have rain and maybe want to change up Warrior of Light's defenses depending on what you're going up against. Another important note here is that Warmech will actually give you free upgraded versions of the Warrior of Light armor. So if you beat level 40 of Warmech, because they're going to be changing how the raids operate, you get a free +2 version of the Warrior of Light armor. And if you beat the level 70, you get a free +4 version of the Warrior of Light armor. So that's going to mean that actually crafting the Warrior of Light armor is going to be significantly easier if you are going for that +5. The Warmech raid probably going to come out a week after Warrior of Light is released, giving us a week break between the current raid and the Warmech raid. It is also going to drop Blissful Hearts, which is absolutely wonderful. Like, the fact that it drops Blissful Hearts just makes me so happy. Some primary happy units that are going to be good on this are going to be Warrior of Light, Ramza, Thancred. That's kind of going to be your 3 MVPs. Sid is going to be decent. Any type of light unit or unit that can deal a good amount of slashing damage is going to be wonderful here. And then, of course, you have his resistances here for you guys. 20% weakness to slashing, 15% weakness to magic, and 20% weakness to light. So, of course, light and slashing units are going to be the way to go. A couple things you are going to have to watch out for with this raid, though, is you are going to have to be careful because the enemies do cast blind. So there is, on Ultima, actually recommendations once you pass raid level 60-ish, that you actually take out the baby ads that are around Warmech, because you can't aggro Warmech without aggroing the baby ads. So you're going to actually want to kill them because they will blind your units. Warmech himself actually lowers defense and spirit, so that's going to be something important to take into account as well. Having a Warrior of Light here to tank is also going to be really important because essentially he will kill any unit once he's broken them with defense and spirit and then attacks them again. So having a unit that can actually tank attacks and withstand that is going to be very important. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Do remember to hit that subscribe and drop a comment down below in the YouTube section. We do stream every night of the week except for Monday and Thursday. Losing my mind here. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. It's 5 to 9 p.m. Every normal day, and then on Tuesdays and Fridays we go from 8 p.m. to midnight. And on Tuesdays, we actually go to reset, and it's going to be a big reset night this week with Warrior of Light. So I hope to see some of you guys there. Bye-bye.